Welcome back to this pick a card reading. This will be what do you need to do to empower yourself. So this will be advice based on empowering yourself. I usually do stones, but I feel like I'm just going to do some cards. So let's go ahead and get some cards laid out for this pick a card for how can you empower yourself. Greatest power, okay, and greatest power for the next pile. And any others? How to empower themselves. Any other piles? Okay. No, I think that belongs to that one. I don't know if that's meant to come out. How can they empower themselves? Any other last messages? Is it only 2 piles or? Yeah, it looks like only 2 piles. Empowering themselves for this pile. Good lord. Empowering themselves for this pile. Oh my god. Okay, anyways. And let's see your best advice. Your best advice from the Animal Oracle for each pile. Best to empower themselves. Advice for each pile, please. Okay. Any extra advice for them? No? No? Okay, I think that's for that pile. Advice for this pile, last pile. Advice for the last pile, please. To empower themselves, please. To empower themselves. Good lord, you can't take out half the deck. To empower themselves, please. Okay. So we'll go ahead and get started. Go ahead if you're pile 1, 2, or 3. And we'll go ahead and get started with pile 1. I'll leave 2 and 3 aside in the right order. 2 is over here. 3 will be over here. How can you empower yourself? Pile 1. Let's dive in. You could be coming out of a period of great pain, recovering, regenerating, rebirthing, improvement, advantage, profit. You could have put an end to something that wasn't serving you. Maybe you were rejecting things that weren't serving you, and this is a way that you can empower yourself. Maybe you're looking at other options. Maybe you're stopping connecting with other people you used to work with or collaborate with emotionally, friendships, etc. These people could have been kind of making you, sowing seeds of doubt, kind of making you feel trapped or trying to make you feel trapped. And so you realized, I'm out of here, buddy. So let's see your best advice. Surrender now. This is all about surrendering to what you know is true, coming to higher understandings about people you spend your time with. So how else can we empower you? To come into your empowerment, what do they need to know to come into their ultimate empowerment for their destiny and highest good, karma, luck, abundance, and joy? I am confident in my ability to make my life work. So you could be putting the end to Scorpios, relationships to do with Scorpios, especially if you were kind of overgiving to them in any kind of sense. Somebody who would have been traumatic or manipulative or abusive. My inner eye reflects my inner light. This could be calling for you to come into connection with your own ability to see through illusions and bullshit. And how else can we empower you? How else can we empower pile 1, please? Best advice for their empowerment and power going forward. So maybe you need to communicate less with people. Yeah, separate. You need to separate yourself from people basically that aren't serving you. Let's go ahead and see any extra darker, deeper messages for you. Pile 1, because we have red here, so we'll just continue the theme, right? Empowering themselves. How can we help them? Voices, interesting. You might need to ignore the voices, especially if there's people around you causing doubt, especially in work. Maybe they're trying to like slow you down or anything like that. Listen to the guidance offered by spirit in your environment. Interesting. One of the best ways to connect is go out in nature, ask a question to the wind and listen for the answer, or ask for symbols in return if it's a yes or no. Interesting. Or just pay attention in general to the signs around you. But I think spirits and the signs around you will be able to see more about the people that you can see about them. So listen to the guidance that they provide. And if you might need to do that by going on your own solo route for a change, walking both the solo path for a bit until you get, because you don't want to be surrounded by negative people or anything like that. So hope that helped you. Please hit like, comment, share, subscribe, or hit the buy me a coffee link. Thank you very much. We'll move on. We'll move on to pile 2. So if you picked pile 2, this is your reading for what empowers you and how can we empower you to move forward towards good karma and destiny. Could be starting a new start of something passionate, you're goal oriented, you're free, you're excited, you're discovering things, you're having a new love of life, you're having courage, that could really help you. Especially for ultimate financial stability, maybe you want to partner with somebody in a financial affair, in a life affair. You can see this couple has two dogs here, and there's like an older woman in the background staring down this man who's walking away with this younger woman, and they're clearly having fun. There's a baby on her hand. So interesting. And irresponsibility, you might need to watch out for that. So let's see, let it shine, 46. So this is about shining your light regardless of what others think about you. That could be very empowering for you at this time. Stepping into your full throne, doing what you like, what you feel, 46. Maybe putting endings to of ways that don't serve you emotionally, that don't make you feel good. When is the last time you shook a tail feather and shined your light for all to see? Within each of us is peacock spirit yearning for expression, and you were called now to show the world the gorgeous creature you are, for you are the manifestation of spirit come out of the shadows. So you might be shy and be true to, and show your true colors so that others might be inspired to express their own exquisiteness. Dance as if you remember that you were made from stardust and grace. Filled with life force energy and sparkling light, you are a channel for divine love, and your dance is one of a kind. Catch the light and help it to shimmer and dance in celebration of your good fortune being right here, right now. So maybe, joyful. Spirit wants you to be joyful so that others may get up and dance along with you. You might need to cultivate a sense of positivity as well. It looks like you have no problem doing that with the Page of Wands. You're beginning to cultivate this excitement, this joy, this joie de vivre that will really allow you to manifest. You can see how there's like a light shining out from this peacock's heart. So it's like the more fun you feel, and emotions really do manifest into reality. You might want to check out my psychic abilities, pick a card, you might feel drawn there. But let's see what will empower you moving forward. Messages to empower pile 2, please. Those who pick pile 2, which messages can we tell them to empower them in their highest direction? I live my truth, I communicate my truth, I am the truth. I welcome love with an open heart. Help them, empower them. Please empower them. So if you're anxiety prone, you might be releasing that more and more, feeling more confident, feeling more secure, enjoying life, expressing joy, expressing love, expressing just the kind of beautiful energy that you should be. That might be really empowering for you at this time, most definitely, especially if your life was kind of dark for a period. Any other messages, how they can empower themselves? We have Saturn in Capricorn, so you could be focusing on kind of mastering elements of your career, or like kind of reaping the rewards of your long-term career goals, maybe. Yeah, and you're doing this through speaking very assertively, perhaps, like showcasing how talented you are, your brains, your smarts, your wits. And this might be able to transform something you've been looking for a long time. What was I thinking? How to empower themselves, right? How can they empower themselves, pile 2? How can they empower themselves, please? Resourcefulness, interesting. So using your resources in the best way. You might be very flexible, like you need to be harsh at times, you need to be gentle at others kind of vibe, you need to be animalistic, you need to be humanesque, you need to express these in balance, so that you are coming across as someone very dynamic and able to fan that spark into a flame. But there's also like a really grounded energy here as well. Like there's long-term stability, and we saw some career cards. So maybe if there was an injustice in your career, your ability to showcase your ego or your self-confidence will really lead you to empowerment. But I think I'm going to end it there. I finish with one of these. Any last messages for their empowerment, please, to empower them going forward? Silence, okay. Can you clarify? To empower them. To empower them moving forward. So this is all about communication. Maybe when you're silent at the right time, you're able to sound more authoritative, more commanding in your presence. You kind of show boundaries and reservedness, and that kind of comes across in a way that's more powerful. And then when you speak with others, or maybe you don't speak enough, and they're kind of like highlighting this fact. Um, but this could give you an air of power or mystery. Last advice on how we can empower them. Any extra messages? Yeah, make sure you're making decisions maybe. I think you might be like a person who's prone to anxiety maybe. And like they're telling you that sometimes you just have to go forward and just know that everything's going to work out. And even if it doesn't, it's okay. Any messages from this deck on empowering themselves, please? On how they can empower themselves. Yeah. So this could be about cultivating courage. And this could be something foreign to you. Like self-esteem, you could have never had it, so you don't know how to really develop it. But the more you practice and work and put diligent effort towards it, I feel like you'll be able to come out of it much more in control, much more in mastery of this. So I wish you the best. Please hit like, comment, share, subscribe, or hit the Buy Me a Coffee link. Thank you very much. Okay, now we'll move on to our last and final pile, pile 3, if this was your choice. This will be a reading on what you need to know to empower you and set you on the right course correction and empower you, basically. So take your time to think before you act. You could be naturally quite emotional, kind of aggressive, especially if you've been hurt, too eager, too talkative, too energetic maybe, or maybe this is what they're asking you to be. No, I think they're telling you to rest. Are they? No, but the Four of Swords is reversed. Maybe you need to rest and you're not resting, and that's what the issue is. Like you're way too like busy bustle all the time and you never take time to rest, and this could be depleting you because it's like you're scattering your energy, and you could be doing this to avoid some kind of emotional pain in a relationship, from a relationship. And this is, I don't know, let's go ahead and see. 25 in the reverse is your advice. You might need to leave something behind as well. 25. So in the reverse, are you feeling uncomfortable with a tradition, custom, or familiar behavior that no longer fits who you are? Do you wish the past could be erased so it could no longer cause you a moment's pain? Elephant Spirit is here to encourage you to write a different story and alter the tradition in ways that acknowledge that we all evolve, for transformation is our nature. Elephant Spirit calls you to be not be selective in your memory, because ignoring the good or bad will prevent you from growing in your wisdom and strength. Build on the best of the past, learn from the worst, and walk into the future with dignity, accompanied by Elephant Spirit, who remembers the truth and honors your strength and wisdom. Interesting. So what will empower you most? What will empower you most? I'm going to keep going deeper because this is way too hard to guess right off the bat. So messages for what will empower the most for pile 3. I live my truth, I communicate my truth, and I am the truth. Well, we have a lot of swords here, which is all about communication and all about logic. Maybe analyzing will really help you at this time. Writing your thoughts down. That might even lend itself to revealing the truth to you. How can we empower this pile, please? Pile 3, last and final pile. How can we empower them for their highest divine purpose and happiness? Balancing things, okay. How can we empower this pile? Pile 3, please. Pile 3 is empowerment. Tell me more about their path to empowerment. If they're feeling unempowered, or a way to greater empowerment, please. Greater empowerment, please. I think regeneration in the reverse is about not letting something go. Let's go ahead and see 46. 46 in the reverse. Endings come in many forms, and now is the time to stop holding on to what must die so that something better can take its place. Nature's cycles include disease, decay, death, and regeneration. Let whatever isn't working in your life die. Don't be afraid to face the facts. There is no need to struggle or grieve. Whatever your query, let it go. You're about to be reborn. You could have, south node aspects in your chart that kind of force you to like kind of get used to the idea that you need to let go of something for something new and improved to come in. Empowerment messages, please. Adjustments are required. So this could take diligent effort on your part to empower them. Any other messages from this to empower them? Stay strong in your faith and your belief to empower them. Yeah, coffin came out sideways, so you could be like iffy about ending something. You don't know if you want to end it or not, but they're kind of telling you that it's like you're not even really like feeling it. Like it feels like you're resting on this, like you're resting on your laurels almost. Like any other messages to help empower them? Detox your friendships. Oh my god, like what else do we need to say? Looks like you need to cut someone off that's hurt you badly or like continues to hurt you or thinks this is some kind of game or like has air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This person could be detached. This person could just not be mature enough for you or something like that. They could be kind of like manipulative. So I don't know, like that's kind of vibe I'm getting. I think I want to end it there, but forgiveness. So it looks like somebody could have really hurt you, and you don't need to forgive them and stay. You can forgive them and leave. With the closing door completion on the top of the deck. So I take the top of the deck more as a future. So I think you're going to forgive them and just leave, because it's not worth it to leave them in your energy, is kind of what I think you're coming to the conclusion of. Like, what's the point in staying if you don't even feel connected? Pile threes, empowering advice for their empowerment, please. Altar, Dark Moon, interesting. 13. Let's go ahead and read that. Dark Moon. This person could have been really dark emotionally. New beginnings and letting go. In the dark of your heart lives new breath waiting for you to release its ghost. In the mystical world, Dark Moon is a time for setting intentions and welcoming new beginnings. And you kind of always do this paradoxically when you know something. Do you ever like want to end something it's like over and you're already thinking about the next thing, but you've got your feet planted in the old thing still, but you're already moved on. You know what I mean? Like you've already forgiven the situation. You want to just leave, but it's awkward because you're still physically there, but you shouldn't be there. You know what I mean? Like your mind is elsewhere. Like you're not. There's no point in staying. It is the beginning of the moon cycle and represents a chance to start afresh with new and renewed energy. The dark moon is like the last stretch of darkness before the rise of the dawn, or in this case, the moon. It represents hope, better days to come, and an easier road to travel. This period supports visualizing and is a great time to expand the mind. Use this time to dream without thinking about the limitations of life. You might be in like an in-between phase. What do you want to create in your life? What goals do you want to manifest? Think bigger, better. Think as if you had a magic wand that would grant every wish no matter the cost or energy required. So there could be spirits around you that want to help as well. So like maybe you think something is not within your reach, but it actually is very much in your reach, and a spirit could help you like change your mindset around it or realize the opportunities or help set opportunities in your path. If you're holding Dark Moon card, know there's always a chance to start again. Your situation might seem like the end of the road, but it's not, especially for those who know the power of spirit. You must have hope even when things seem too hard to bear. There's always a new moon just a few weeks away, and there will always be a new opportunity waiting as well. It may not come as quickly as you like, but hope is a powerful force that will set things in motion. So I think they want you to visualize in this time, even if you're not going to be getting this right away. It's kind of like a pizza order. You got to place the order and wait a bit, half an hour, you know what I mean, for your motives to come. And so but spirits could set things into motion that start to align themselves and push them into creation at the right time on the next full moon. So I hope that helped you. Please hit like, comment, share, subscribe, or hit the buy me a coffee link. Thank you so much.